can you give us a tutorial on how pay works in large corporations?
Yeah. So the book is broken into two parts. The first is Pay as We Know It,
Hmm.
and that breaks down every facet of how do companies think about pay. And I think what people will find is that companies really think about this in the same way. We look at the same sets of data. We are a pretty small world of people that sort of rotate in and out of the same companies. The back half of the book is things that I think are broken and ways that I think we need to fix it, right? But the whole first half, if you're looking into all the specific mechanics, if you are, an HR leader who wants to, get better at this, or an employee who wants to understand what your company is thinking, like this is the first half. The first half of the book is entirely for you. And what I want to communicate really clearly is like, I think there's this perception of, there's the man holding me down, right? That they're trying to keep my pay as low as possible. And in my experience, it's just not the case. Like really what's happening is it's busy analysts pounding away on spreadsheets, looking at market data, trying to tell a story out of the incomplete picture of what the company can afford, what the people need, what's happening in the culture of the company, and trying to make the right decisions. The challenge of large companies is that things are always in flux. You have org changes, you've got mergers, you've got the different financial realities of the business and different priority sets. And investment in pay is usually the last thing on the list, for people for companies to want to invest in. They would much rather put the money into, a new product line or a marketing campaign or, a new parking garage or whatever it may be, right? And so because of that, people have to understand that, there are people that look at this. They're usually tucked away into the corner of the HR team. We're like the
Yep.
only kind of numerically inclined people in most HR groups, unfortunately. But so we're doing everything we can. We're doing as much as we can to try and get our stories prioritized as much as any other part of the business. So, but I don't know if people take any solace in that or not. But there are people who will look at this. It is not some big, overarching scheme to keep people down. But just with anything else in a business, you have to present your findings in a set of priorities, and it goes through budgeting cycles and all that fun stuff too. So yeah, so that's how these decisions get made.